Howdy and welcome back to the workshop. You're watching the Will Stelter YouTube channel. In today's episode, we're going to be misusing this tool right here. If you didn't catch my last video, this here is a rolling mill. It's a very common machine used in industry. It's pretty much what every piece of flat bar stock sold commercially or used in the world is run through. And the reason for that is it has these two very unforgiving steel rollers right here. That means that anything that you put in between it becomes the thickness that is the spacing between the two rollers. And so it's got quite a bit of power, quite a bit of oomph behind it. It's got a 7.5 horsepower motor with a big old gear reduction leading to it, and that gives it quite a bit of crushing force. Now, I bought this machine to use in my new business, Stelter Manufacturing, to be able to feed bars of Damascus into it to get them to a perfect thickness. It is the best way that you can do that. It does tend to give things a little bit of a wave, a little bit of a and so it requires flattening afterwards, but it is still the perfect machine for that application. So I'm excited to misuse it today because, well, it is a personal nightmare of mine to have a hand stuck in there because I think that it would just eat you. But today we're going to find out because we're going to be feeding all kinds of things that should not be run through a rolling mill and see what happens when you take something that is thick and try and make it very, very, very thin. Not the Ozempic way, the mechanical way. The goal here is to just cause complete and utter destruction, chaos, perhaps a little bit of tomfoolery. We'll just see what we get into. My worry is that things that are too big won't be able to catch because these rollers have a very fine surface finish on them, and so it's going to be hard for it to kind of grab and suck things in until things are kind of a little bit thinner. But we're going to figure it out one way or another because we have lots and lots of different things to try. First things first is this whole roll of Buble wrap. There we go. What happened? That is insane. We missed a little bit. Went a little wide with it, but it just feels like cellophane. All right, now I'm gonna loosen this back up and try and feed in this fan of Post-it notes. All right, ready? Are you kidding me? Open it up until it catches. Post-it notes. Who'd have guessed it? Not me. All right, now we're gonna be feeding this candle through my rolling mill. See how many passes we get. Let's try this. Nope. Oh. You gotta like feed it through. Yeah, that didn't work. We're gonna try rolling out a single piece of Hubba Bubba chewing gum. Yeah. It's on the bottom side this time. Oh. Oh no. That looks awful. Yeah. Now, before we continue with these shenanigans, we have to have a quick word from today's sponsor, which is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a service that connects you to a licensed therapist all online. That means that you can either talk to them on a video call or a not video call, old school, like it's the early 20th century, or you can message with them. There's all kinds of different ways to connect with them, and that's all on your own schedule, which is fantastic because they have such a wide variety of licensed therapists that work for them. They also make it really easy to find someone that understands your worldview and your lifestyle. So for me, it'd be a complete non-starter to talk to someone that's not a Christian because they wouldn't understand my worldview and how I perceive everything. Now, BetterHelp makes it incredibly easy to find that right person because you don't have to go door to door and figure out what therapist you actually want to see. I can specify if I want to talk to someone who is a Christian while signing up. They also make it very easy to switch therapists should the initial match not feel quite right. So no matter what you're going through, always good to be able to process through and talk with someone, whether that's starting a new business or school starting back up again for those of you who are into that sort of thing, or relationship troubles, whatever it is, it's always important to have someone to talk to, especially someone that knows what they're talking about to be able to process through that with them. Now, on another note, we oftentimes get comments when we do BetterHelp sponsors referencing something that happened with BetterHelp a couple years ago. So if you guys have any questions about how their privacy policy works, how their therapists are licensed, and anything like that, there will be another link in the description down below. So if you guys are interested in letting BetterHelp connect you with a therapist that can help you from the comfort of your own home, visit betterhelp.com/Will Stelter or choose Will Stelter during sign up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. So thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this episode. Thank you to our viewers for supporting them. Let's keep on rolling. Next up, we're going to roll a little bit of 5 gum, see how long we can get this bad boy. Nice long piece of chewing gum. See how we do. Nope, bad. That went poorly. Yep, chewing gum is just too sticky, I guess. Next up, crayon. What do you think, orange? Orange, you glad I chose this color? Whoa! Whoa! Feeding it through again. Hey-o! Well, just saying, that did work a little bit. Now we're going to put some Play-Doh through the rolling mill. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's just completely encapsulated. Next up, we have this weird foam stuff. I do not like touching this. It feels very strange. It's like a Rice Krispie that you can't eat. Ugh, all right. Gonna give it a nice thin roll. Whoa! Oh. Nice. Oh, is it still touching? We'll just let it roll for a minute.
Some ASMR right there.
Yeah. Oh my, it's feeding out the back. What? I feel like it's bad for my lungs. Next thing we're going to feed through is this giant sponge. It got like halfway in. Oh, it only did like a tiny bit of it. What? All right, let's open it up just a touch because the rollers are like pretty much touching right now. So it ate like half of it. This is like rock hard now. That is a very strange feeling. Yeah. Wacky. And
this is the full size of it?
yeah. And it cleaned the sponge and it cleaned the rollers. That's hilarious.
Wow, that really
feel that.
It feels like leather.
It does feel like leather. Is this how they make leather? We're going to roll this smaller dish sponge and see what it does. That actually works great for cleaning. Giving us grief, I think. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. It's a dish sponge. It was a dish sponge. Let's see what happens now. See if we can get anything. Did it work?
Yeah, it looks like a orange, like a lemon peel.
Oh, this was a normal dish sponge. Now it is about 19 thousandths of an inch thick. That's 6 pieces of paper. We're going to try squishing this squash ball through the rolling mill now. Oh. That is so not what I expected. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is so not what I expected. Don't tell Marty that I stole his ball and wrecked it. Now we're gonna try putting this ball through the rolling mill. Oh! Gross! The net is what's holding it up, I think. That is disgusting. Next up, we're gonna try and roll this kinetic sand. This is gonna be messy. This might, I'm gonna use a little bit less. This is gonna wreck the bearings of this machine. I'm gonna roll it into a long strip, and then, what's it doing?
So it's like
Oh.
pulling out through the bottom side, but just dropping.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Now we're gonna roll out this old banana. Unused, but old. New old stock. I really am excited to see what happens with this. Ew! It just peeled it. Ew! That was kind of gross. Now we're gonna roll out this donut. I think that it doesn't have anything in it. Isaiah's convinced that it does. So when I'm right, I'll win. All right, here we go. Interesting. I see a distinct lack. Oh, nope, it had jelly in the middle.
Oh, let's go. I called it.
Bummer. This is wild. It's like just piling up over here. Interesting. I'm surprised at how far in it got before any jelly started coming out. There's no conceivable way that this isn't a good one. This is a marshmallow. Look at that. First roll. Very nice. Uh-oh. That did it. Wrecked it. While we're on the topic of marshmallows, let's roll this bar of Hershey's chocolate. Oh, gross. All right, we're gonna roll out this here hot dog. It's too wet, I think. Yeah, that's unrollable. Now we're gonna roll this here ice cream sandwich. I don't think this is gonna go well. Whoa! What? Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's okay. So one cookie or wrapper or whatever went onto one side.
Yeah.
The other one went on the other side, and the ice cream went out the middle.
Perfect.
Sensational.
Perfect.
Oh, I forgot how hot this thing is. It already melted, didn't it?
There's a little bit left. Not much. Ooh.
Yep, wrecked it. We're gonna put this tube of toothpaste through the rolling mill. There's about an 1/8 inch gap in there, which is not plenty of space for this to fit through, so let's see how it goes. Come on. Out the side. Come on. Out the side. That was unexpected. So I think that had we taken the cap off.
Yeah, it really just sprayed out.
Yeah. So the weakest link is actually just the side of the bottle. Well, that was certainly unexpected. The things that I thought were going to be really cool to roll, a lot of them just didn't roll. But on the other hand, there were some really weird things, like the ball. That was weird. And the sponges were like, we'll do some sponges, and they turned out to be awesome. And so in celebration of that fact, if we get 1 million likes on this video, I will re-roll all of these things and then have a bite of a mix-up of all the junk that we rolled out. Please don't. I mean, do, but please don't. Look at this stuff. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, and if you want to see another rolling mill video, go ahead and like and subscribe and drop a comment down below letting us know what you'd like to see rolled through the rolling mill. Thank you so much to our patrons for patronizing us. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode as well, and see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.